Hey everybody, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So do me a favor before we get started. I need for you to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. Also check me out on IG, elevation_mentor. So how is everybody doing today? So as you know, there's a lot going on, right? But we're going to talk about something that is going on. One of the things is Experian. You know, Experian, they are being sued right now by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Experian is being sued by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So they are being sued for failing to properly investigate consumer disputes. So, failing to properly investigate consumer disputes, um, regarding possible errors on their credit reports, doing sham investigations, and not addressing inaccuracies. So they are currently being sued. If you go to the website Experian.com, does anyone go to that website to look at the credit report? So you can go to Experian.com and look and see what they have for your credit report, right? So if anyone has gone to that website recently, you will notice that that website is technically, it's not working right now. So check it out, Experian.com. All right. So according to this lawsuit by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they are stating that this credit bureau has caused harm in regards to people being able to access credit. Also, harm in people being able to access other opportunities. So, capital is important, right? Capital is important for anything that you're trying to do, especially if you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to build a rental portfolio, you know how important capital is, and you know the connection between your credit score and the ability to get funding. Now, there are some ways around that creative financing. However, the traditional way is the way that most people are aware of, and that is going through your credit. So even using hard money lenders, they're a little bit more lenient than a traditional process, but they still want to know what your credit is also, right? So the standard that I'm seeing for lending is the 680. 680 or higher. If you don't have that, the answer is no. However, there are some lenders that will lend at 650, and then I did see some at 620. So it really depends on the lender, but they're still asking that question: what is your credit score? That goes for traditional lending. It also goes for hard money lending, even though hard money lending is a little more lenient than the traditional way also. And then there is another way where you can use creative financing instead of going through this path of the credit score, right? So more than one way to skin the cat. Anybody heard that slogan before? More than one way to skin the cat. However, whatever you decide to do, if you decide to buy a business, build a business, or buy real estate, it's going to take action, and then going to take some figuring out too, because it's not like people are out here trying to help other people. It really depends on, I would say it depends on I would say it depends on your race because I listen to podcasts. Do any of you listen to podcasts? Well, I was listening to this one podcast, and this guy was a 22-year-old, and he decided he was going to venture out into real estate. Well, he had someone right there that was willing to help him, willing to show him the ropes, and gave him the funding, right? Not only that, he had family members also that were willing to give him funding, and he was married. So he has all this support, he has all these alliances. Um, However, I do see that you can do this solo also. I see someone out there who did it by herself. So that's encouraging. I see somebody out there that did it by herself. So that's why it's important to have these YouTube channels, these podcasts, because exposure is important. And this gives us a way to have exposure. You can see things now that you were never able to see unless you were just born into that close proximity. So, what are your thoughts? What do you think about what I just said? Feel free to leave that in the comments. Let me know what you think. Also, if you made it this far in the video, type in the words real estate. So, Experian Credit Bureau is being sued right now by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau for failing to properly investigate consumer disputes. So, for anyone out there trying to clean up their credit, um, according to this agency, they have not been on the job. They have not been on the job. All right. They are being sued right now. So we will see what comes of that. Um, some people are aware of what's happening right now. Other people are not aware of what's happening right now. Um, so you have your honest people, and then you have your shady characters. Um, so let me tell you what the shady characters are doing right now. Shady characters that are aware of this, they're getting ready to go clean up their credit. And then you have your honest characters and you have your shady characters. So I'm sure you are well aware of that. All right. So that is Experian. What is going on with them? Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is after them. So there's three bureaus. You have Experian, you have Equifax, and TransUnion. So they are after Experian. And so we're going to see if they go after TransUnion. And then we're going to see if they go after Equifax. So I think it's real interesting that you have these watchdogs out here. They are watching. So it's important to have integrity, especially when it comes to business. All right. Speaking of business, how is your business going? And what business are you working on? You can keep that private. That is fine. But hopefully you are working on some kind of business and not sitting around watching television all day. All right. So do me a favor. Before you leave, I need for you to hit this like button. That helps the channel. If you're not a subscriber, I need you to do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. Also, feel free to leave your comments and let me know your thoughts. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. And on your way out, don't forget, hit that like button. All right, I will see you next time. Have a good one.